Hello, everybody. I'm just pulling comments up on my iPad. Let me just get there. I don't know how to get to my business page, How do I get to my business page? If you guys are popping on here, welcome. We're gonna get creative in a minute. But I honestly why is this different? I never have this issue. Okay. Here's my groups. But how do I just get to my page? Groups. Oh my word. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to search for my page. Oh my god, I really don't need this today, honestly. Okay, so there's my page. I have no idea why it wasn't just popping up. Nope, this is the wrong one. Oh no, I'm here. I'm live. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Renee, Anna. Okay, I'm here, right? This is the right one. Hey, Bridget. Okay. At first I was like, no, that's the wrong one. That's not the right one. Click off of that. Okay. Whew, you guys. It's been a day. It has been a Monday. Anybody have a case of the Mondays? There is a cure when you are feeling like it's the Mondays, and that cure is to craft. At least that's what I'm gonna go with. So let's do a couple housekeeping before I jump in. So the first, let's see, it's a new month, so it is November. This month, if you place a $35 order or more before shipping and tax, let me show you what you're going to get. My ordering special this month is super fun. It is these two embossing folders. So they're the minis. They will go through the mini embossing machine when we get that. Now, if by chance you already have these, if you're like, oh, such a bummer, I already have those, all you have to do is email me and I will send you a different gift. Okay? So these are really fun. I love them. They're great. I love the size of these because they're great for doing half a card. And then if you need to do the whole card, you just do it twice. But I love the variety that this gives you. Okay. Hey, Mom. So that is the ordering special for November. $35 or more before shipping and tax, and you will get that gift. Anybody who ordered from me this month or last month in October, your gifts are on their way to me. Stampin' Up! Has shipped them to me. And as soon as I get them, I will send them out with a thank you card. And then today you'll get an email with the Simply Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, and that has 11 different tutorials in it. So I've been really bad about getting that sent out at the end of the month, so I want to get back to that. I spent a lot of time in the month of October kind of organizing my business again, and kind of, I do a lot of administrative things and tracking things and writing things down and making sure that I'm documenting things. So I feel like it'll be better. So let's dive in and let me share with you a couple projects that are happening. So this last week we did our Blessed to Craft make and takes, and I wanted to show you what the bonus projects were for last month. These are the bonus projects that all the members got to make with me separately in a live. I made these, and this was fun. And then the product that they used was the bonus products that they got in their kit. So that was for last month for Blessed to Craft. Hey, Kathy, another Wisconsin check-in. Is it cold? I heard it's cold back there. It's a ridiculously 85-degree day here. Yeah, you guys, it's November. It's November 2nd, and it's 85 freaking degrees in California. It's supposed to, there's been a tease that we might have like 60-degree weather this weekend with rain, but I'm not holding my breath because we live in stupid California. Okay, so this month, here are the Blessed to Craft Make and Take projects. So if you sign up to do Blessed to Craft this month, or you are already a part of Blessed to Craft, these will be the projects that you will be getting. Here's the first one. And I love it. You will get in your, tomorrow my official video comes out, so I'm not going to get up to get the products that you get. I'm just going to tell you what it is. You'll get a 1/4 pack of the designer paper. You get 2 full rolls of ribbon. You get some of these gold hoops, some of these retired wood buttons, and then also you'll get all the pieces for the make and take. So here's the first card. Oh, I wish it was 50 here today, Anna. That would be amazing. So here's the first card. Here is the second card, and I will be embossing everybody's piece for them. Their gold paper. It will be embossed. Sometimes I don't do that. I allow you guys to kind of pick what you want to emboss your piece with. But this month, I'll be embossing everybody's piece. And the ribbon, the 2 full rolls of ribbon is this red and green gold trimmed ribbon. So you get a full roll of each of these. So here's the second card. And then our other project this month is the pillow box. So you'll either get a pillow box that has polka dots, or there will be one that is plain. I have both kinds. And so just depending on how many are signed up will depend on what goes out. So these are our projects for this month. These are so fun. I love the colors. I love the red and the green for Christmas, the traditional colors and the gold. I just think this is so fun. And these gold rims are such a fun product to play with. So if you join Blessed to Craft, it's $25 a month. That includes your shipping. You get $20 in product. And then if you're with me for 6 months, in a row, every 6 months, you get a 6-month thank you gift, which is $15 in product. And I just actually shipped out today last month's gifts because I forgot to put them in people's packages. So I just went ahead and shipped them out today. And I will show you guys what the gift is for this month another time later this month, probably. So that is kind of what's happening. I'll have my official video out tomorrow that will show you guys Blessed to Craft. You get a printed PDF in your package, and then you get a bonus project at the end of the month that nobody else sees, just club members see. So I'm excited about this month's projects, and it will be fun. So today, what I want to do is we're going to make some tags. And I know that I've already showed you guys this kit, but I want to kick off the beginning of November here because I'm diving into Christmas projects. So the next 2 months, I will be doing nothing but Christmas projects. I am going to hold off on diving into the new spring summer catalog until the very, very end of December. So this year I am pushing all of my Christmas projects right up until Christmas. And usually I try to wrap those up in December, and then I start in with Valentine's Day and winter projects. And this year my Christmas projects are going right up until to Christmas. And then I will have 8 weeks of Christmas starting on Thursday. So that's fun. So I want to kick off this November, the beginning of November here, with this tag kit. Again, I know that I've shared this with you guys before. I have this kit out because I have put together a demonstrator only event. It is my first creative escape. I've put this together, the concept of it and the idea of it by myself. And I've just shipped out packages. And some of the products that we're using in that event is this tag kit. And so I want to do some tags and kind of get that started. I also, for gifts that are going out over the next couple months to you guys, to my customers, I want to put a Christmas tag on it. So I want to mass produce a bunch of these tags. So I'm using the Tag Buffett stamp set, which I was using it this morning to finish some things up. And then I have a whole bunch of product. It comes in this cute box. which I love. This box reminds me of my grandma. She loved holly, and she had these, obviously as she used all the Christmas decorations when I was an adult, so it's not like I would forget, but as a kid, I remember these holly leaves, like garland that she had, and the garland itself was like a wax. It was like a really thick, like waxy, I don't even know what to call it, but it was a garland, and they were holly leaves. And so anytime I see holly, it always reminds me of my grandma, but this reminds me of this box, particularly kind of has that vintage holly Christmas feel. And so it reminds me of her. I am ecstatic to be headed into the holiday season. I start watching Christmas movies and listening to Christmas music in November. And this year I will decorate for Christmas the last week of November. Probably the week after Thanksgiving is when I will decorate. And I just love it. If we could get some cooler weather, if it didn't feel like the middle of summer, or a mild summer, I would be much happier. I'm really tired of these 85-degree days. So once we can get some cooler weather in and maybe even some rain, it will really start to feel like the holiday season, and that always makes me happy. Hey, Kathy, good to see you here. So let's dive in and start to use this kit. So like I said, there's a lot of product in here. And you can see, I think is this one that I made before with you guys? I think I have it. I'm going to pull these ones that I made before. And then I have some other product in here because, again, I'm putting together that event for my demonstrator friends. And this is one of our major focuses. So, oh yeah, and then you guys, I did these cards. Remember how we did the cards as well? So I want to pull these out so that I can start using them. And then I also want to share these in that demonstrator event. But let's put together some more of these and just craft a little bit and chat. Like I wanted to do a simple project so that we can chat a little bit. Like I said, I am struggling a little bit today. It just, some things have gone wrong today, and I got myself worked up over some things, and mainly YouTube, you guys, mainly like YouTube. I have been struggling with my YouTube views the last year or so, and just the way that YouTube does things. Currently they're not sending out emails to people that say like, hey, Katina uploaded a video, you might want to check it out. They're not doing that anymore, and it's so frustrating to deal with a platform such as YouTube. I've worked so hard over the last many years to build up my YouTube following and to be consistent in my videos and to do my thumbnails and do all the tagging that's required. And it's so maddening to think that just in a moment of a platform changing the way they do things, that you can basically lose all your hard work. Which is why I have a blogging platform where I own the content that's on my blog. So, and I have it backed up. And so if, WordPress or something went away tomorrow, I would still have my own content because I own it. But it makes me so mad with YouTube. And I contacted them today. You guys, this is like me just rambling along as I'm organizing this, and then we'll make some stuff. I contacted them today and I was like, hey, because I'm a YouTube partner, which just means I have a certain amount of stats that allows me to be able to contact them. And so I contacted them and I said, hey, my views and my subscribers and my watch time has drastically changed. It has drastically shifted, and it's drastically lower than it has been. And I'm just wondering, can I get some help with that? Can I, can somebody look at that? And he literally told me to create better content that the people who were watching my videos, my content has slipped and they're just not watching it anymore. So I need to do better. And I was like, you guys, it makes me want to cuss. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a Christina Warner or that like I'm perfect by any means. And I get it. We all need to work on our stuff. But like to literally be told like, basically you suck, do better. I'm like, I don't really think that's the problem. I think that you're just saying that to me because you don't want to help me. Right. So anyways, that's kind of like what happened today. And it's just frustrating. So I want to be thankful for YouTube, and I want to be thankful for the platform that I have that I can, you know, create and share on. But I also want, I don't know, I want it to be fair or something, you know, like I want it to be, I want the work that I'm doing, I want to have a chance with it. Like it's a weird play, like it's a weird situation, right? So I don't know, it was, you know, for a split second I got very discouraged. I mean, I did cry, like I'll be honest, I cried when I got off the chat, and I was like, I guess I just suck and nobody wants to watch me anymore. And you know, luckily I have a good friend that said that's not the case. Even when things change, even when things are different, like we can still figure it out and we can still, you know, fix it and do better or move forward. And I did appreciate that, but man, was it a little bit hard this morning. So I'm just stamping a couple of these. I like that with love. I love the fonts of this stamp set. Even if you don't have this for tags, it really does make beautiful cards. So I'm going to do a couple of these in like different colors. And then like, let's do one of these in green. And then let me peek at the comments because I've been rambling. Hi, Iona. Yeah, everybody does say that. Hi, Iona. Like, just breathe. Like, that's kind of, you know, like what my friend said. And I was just like, it's so hard when you've worked so hard. I've worked so hard over the years, and it's just really hard when it feels like you can't catch a break or you feel like that you're losing traction. And it's like 2020, right? It's like we're all like just doing the best that we can, and I want to be able to craft and share with you guys more. And yeah, so it's just a little bit hard, right? But yeah, everybody says that. Just breathe. Daisy said, what the heck? OMG. That's poor customer service from YouTube. Well, you know, in all honesty, I don't really think YouTube really cares. I don't think they're really out for like the best customer service ever. Is that like horrible to say? But I don't think that's really their focus, right? I think Daisy, I think YouTube got too big too quick and they can't handle it. Yeah, I think there's some of that. And I think, you know, as they switch things, I think one of the things that they're trying to do now is not push larger channels. Like they're trying to not recommend larger channels as much and then recommend more of the smaller channels. And just, you know, everything has the ability to change and shift, right? It just, when your heart is tender. Oh, I'm so glad, Amy. I'm so glad you popped on here. I'm sending you a package, and there's several things in one package. Like I realized I had like labeled a couple packages to you, and I was like, oh, I'm going to just package all of this in one package. So you have some things coming your way. Okay, so I love these images. Like there's a tree, there's the stocking, I love the presents, I love the ornament, and the idea is that you just layer these and then you add some ribbon. And again, you can add these to cards if you want. And my suggestion is to kind of stamp up a bunch of sentiments. I feel like every stamp pad I own needs to be re-inked. It's like I think they all happen at once. Let's put some dimensionals on here. And really, mainly, I just want to have these at my desk. I'm going to put them in a little container. I'll try to show you the container. I'm going to put them in a little container and then have them on my desk so that when I send out packages and goodies this month, I can attach a little Christmas tag that then you can reuse. Okay, so we're going to put this here. And this, I can just add some adhesive and stick it right on. Where is my... This will do. Okay, and then let me just remind my husband, I need him to go to the post office and hand him these packages. Because I want to make quite a few of these with you. So hold on 1 second, guys. Babe, here's that mail. Okay, I just need you to go to the post office. Okay, and then you guys can totally tell me what area of my room do you want to see Saturday. So did you guys catch my video on, oh, you know what I want to use? Let me grab this other ribbon because this will be pretty. So did you guys catch my pretty packaging organization on Saturday? If you didn't, that's up on my YouTube account. And you can see it. It's a 8-minute video. And you can see where I do that. And so what should we do next? I was thinking that I would do my Project Life photo albums. Well, you know, my scrapbook albums. Whoa, that was dangerous. Did you guys see those scissors fly? Ooh. I need to calm down. I was thinking about doing those albums, but I thought maybe I would weigh in today, and you guys could let me know what if you specifically have something that you would like to see. So I have my 12 by 12 paper organization. I have my 6 by 6 paper. I have my cubes behind me that hold a lot of different things. It's like my it's like where all my storage is. I have my desk. So I have where I sit to work. I just thought it would be fun to see maybe what you guys are interested in. I have my stamp pad and ink, organization, which is directly behind me that I use my Stampin' Up. Sorry guys, I'm trying to thread this through. All my Stampin' Up organization. Okay, so I just put this ribbon through here. The great thing about this is you can use any ribbon, right? Just any ribbon that's really pretty. I clearly cut too much. That's okay. Let's see if I can. Let's cut that. And then I wonder, I don't know if this is large. I don't know if this is big enough. Maybe I just need to do one at a time. Okay, so if I'm going to make tags, right? I want them to just be fancy. I want somebody to get this tag and just be like, it's so beautiful. I love it. It's the little things right now, right? That can bring us so much joy. Okay. This also might give you an idea of a different way to do ribbon on your tags. Okay. So this is not the easiest because it's pretty short. But just do the best you can. Okay. And then everybody say a little prayer. Esau's headed to the post office to mail some packages, but we're also waiting on Violet's birthday gift, and it's supposed to be delivered today, and I'm praying it will be delivered because it wasn't in the mail earlier today. So let's all just have good thoughts, good vibes, a little prayer that Violet's birthday gift gets here. She got a little balloon from the store. Oh yeah, this is cute, you guys. Okay, so did you see how I did that? It would be a little bit better if I had a little bit more ribbon to work with. But so it sticks out like that, and then there's a little bow on top. Okay, yes, you totally need this kit. So this is a full kit, you guys. I don't know if I mentioned that. You get all the pieces in the kit, and then you can get the stamp set separate. Those give me all the feels for the 1960 Christmas era, right? Right? I love it. Yes, happy birthday to Miss Violet. She's the big 1-1 today. That's what she keeps saying. Renee said 6x6 paper and ribbon organization. Okay, like that could totally be something. And then I love how this is like, you can pull this apart and then you could write a note on the back. So there's another one. So let's make a couple more. Is this boring to you guys? Are you guys like, let me know. Let's do this one. And this one. And let me get some different ribbons. I think that's the fun part. Let's, oh, you know what? Oh, this is silver though. And that is gold. That might not look very good. Let me think. Do I have some other gold ribbon? I must have some gold ribbon somewhere. I have silver. I don't have any gold ribbon, you guys. How do I not have any gold ribbon? That's insanity. Okay, let's do the ornament. So I don't know if you guys can see on here, but I did glossy accents on this one. Virginia said 6x6 DSP organization. And so it's shiny, which is fun. And then you guys always know that Wink of Stella. All you need is a Wink of Stella to add some fun bling to anything. Okay. So let's do this. And we'll do the really big green ribbon again. This you kind of sort of have got to put this on kind of crooked, and you guys know I struggle with that. Let's add some dimensionals, and then I'll show you guys the images in the stamp set where you could just, if you just wanted to get the stamp set and not the kit, you could totally do that, and then you could make your own these own images. Okay, and then let's do 'Tis the Season, or how about With Love? No, I feel like I want green, so I can't pick this up. Oh, Kathy, you got to dive into it. I feel like I need one of these to go on here. Or you could stamp right on this. I wonder if I could manage to do that. Let's see what other sentiments we have. Those are all the little ones. Should I try it? I could regret this. Okay, let's just try it. It's not gonna hurt anything. Okay, wish me luck. Here goes. I have dimensionals on this, so I don't know how well it's gonna work. Oh, bummer. It didn't work. Okay. It's okay. It's totally fine. Let's do it in green. The colors I'm using is Garden Green and Real Red. Oh, that's a bummer that that didn't work. I feel like this is weird. What's going on with this stamp? Is it my ink pad? Might be my ink pad. Okay. That's cute right on the ornament. So let's fake it. I mean, that one's ruined anyways. That's cute. And then one of my favorite is just get really big ribbon. This is a really thick ribbon. I think it's like 1 inch. We'll try not to throw those scissors again. And then just tie a bow. I didn't even think about just stamping it right on that image. So just pull it through and then just tie a bow. Don't tie a knot. So you might feel like the urge to like then tie the knot first, but don't do that. Just pull it through and then make a loop and then do the bow. Sometimes when you're working with ribbon, and you want to tie a bow, you know, a lot of people will say, I can't tie a bow. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that, you know, shoot for the stars. You can do anything. I believe in you, right? But the thing is, you just have to have patience with bows. You gotta get a feel for the fabric you're working with. And then, like, most of the time, you don't need that first knot. That first knot that we're used to tying, like when you're tying your shoes, that first knot tends to just bulk things up. And then you just have to work with it, you know, like you have to tighten it and turn it and loosen it and puff it up. And I don't think that you ever just like tie the bow and then it's perfect. Like, you just got to mess with it a little bit, and different fabrics are going to work different ways. You want a really good pair of scissors for your ribbon scissors. You want a really good sharp pair of scissors, and particularly you just want to make sure that you're not using those on anything else. And then one of the things that I like to do, you have to be really careful, is to just melt the edges of the ribbon so it doesn't fray. And you can see when you're in person, you can see it melt. In fact, you don't even have to get the heat right on it. A lot of the times you can just see that it will melt. And then, oh, that's a little bit, see, that's a little bit longer. Need to even that up. These particular scissors that I have, that I use, I have 2 pairs of them, and Stampin' Up! Used to sell them. They were $30 scissors when I got them from Stampin' Up. But they're really amazing. You could probably, you know, just in a craft store, like, I know it seems really ridiculous to spend so much on a pair of scissors, but I promise you, do it once and you'll never regret it. You'll never regret getting a really good pair of scissors for your ribbon. Perfect, Renee. That's exactly what I did. I just put a tag on top. I should have ordered that ribbon with the order I sent in today. Darn it. Yeah, this ribbon is beautiful. Hubby touched my ribbon scissors once. He almost lost his hand. My friend Shelly, I don't know if she's on here or not, but you guys remember a few months ago, she popped on and she was like, can I come craft with you? And I was like, yeah, come on up. She was in here and she picked up these scissors and she was cutting with paper. And she was like, oh, do you think I can just do this, whatever? And then she was doing it. And I was like, yeah, but you can put down my ribbon scissors. And she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know. She's not a crafter, you guys. So she didn't like really know, you know, like the difference. But she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, never, ever touch the ribbon scissors again. Ever. Okay, so then there's this one. And let's see, we've done an ornament. We've done a tree. We've done presents. Let's do the stocking. And then I'm going to stamp out the images on the stamp set, you guys. And we'll wrap it up. I know this might be boring, you guys. I just had this set out. I had this tag kit out. And I really, really wanted to put it together. And get these. I really want these on my desk so that I can start attaching them to things. And I just think it's so fun to get something like this. It's so beautiful and it's so simple. Like, This kit is amazing. Okay. So we'll put this here. And then I feel like this is a lot of red. So let's add some green to it. And let's do I feel like gold, and I don't think that this is current. I think this ribbon I'm about to pull out is not current. This is gold. It's like cord, and I think it was from last year. But y'all know that I have to have all the ribbons, right? So I've been called a derogatory name about my ribbon habits. I won't repeat it, but it was kind of funny. And you guys know that I stock up when they go on the clearance rack. I stock up on all the ribbons. So this is just gold cord. If you have gold trim, this would work too. Or any kind of gold ribbon. I don't have any other gold ribbon, which is kind of surprising. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it in half. You can do this with regular ribbon. So here's another way to add ribbon, how to tie different ribbons onto tags. Okay, so, and then I did it in half, okay. And then don't worry, and then do it in half again. Okay, and then you're gonna stick all of this through. Hey, did you guys hear about Sean Connery dying? Who here is a Sean Connery fan? I want to know. Iona said, it's fun, Tina. Just go for it, right? Let's just go for it. Let's not even worry about it. This isn't Hallmark. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let's just make beautiful things. That's all I want to do today. I just want to drown my sorrows away in craft ink. Okay, so now there's some loops there, right? But you just take your scissors and cut it and then trim it up like that. Okay? And then, okay, so now let's add 'Tis the Season. Okay, I know there's a little bit of delay, so that's why, like, I know I asked about Sean Connery, but I'm waiting to see if anybody is Sean Connery fans. Okay, so here's one way. So we did this way, we did this way, and then we did this way with the loops out and then the ribbon. Okay, let's do you think that I should try to figure out one more way to tie ribbon onto a tag? And then I'll do the stamping. I mean, we could do thinner ribbon. Let's do this and the Christmas tree and this Merry Christmas. And then let me do this green polka dot because it's so cute. Kathy said, broke my heart when I heard about Sean Connery. He was a wonderful actor. He was. I love Sean Connery. Obviously, you know, he's James Bond. He will always be James Bond in my heart. I don't think there's ever been anybody who's played James Bond as well as he did. And one of my favorite movies with him was First Night. Did you guys see that? First Night. It had Richard Gere in it. And I loved that movie even when I was younger, like even when I was a kid. Like, you know, I would say probably when like that kind of movie probably... Not that it wasn't appropriate. I don't really think anything inappropriate happened in that movie. But when it just wasn't like a kid movie kind of, and like when I was kind of in my early teens, I loved that movie. And it was so sad when when I heard that he had passed away. And tonight, Esau and I are going to watch Hunt for Red October. He's in that movie. And we almost watched it a couple weeks ago, and then we watched something else. And so he said today, it's his weekend. So he gets, his days off are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I'm going to use this braided, real red braided ribbon. So he said, we always watch a movie on Monday nights. And he said, why don't we watch Hunt for Red October tonight. And I've seen it. We both have seen it. But, oh, yeah, Indiana Jones. That's one of my favorites with him, too. We thought about watching that one today, too. But I think we're going to watch Hunt for Red October. It's been years since I've seen it. So this braided ribbon, you can pull it apart. And it gives you this really fun other look. So I know it's a little tedious to pull it apart. And you got to kind of be careful. You don't want it to like unravel, but just pull it kind of once you get going. It kind of, and it doesn't, I mean, it's not going to unravel a lot, but it does just give you this other look. And I want quite a bit of it, because I want to do a really thin bow. So you can change it up on your tags. I think the best part of a tag, I mean, tags are so easy regardless of whether or not you have a kit that has beautiful elements. If you're doing a tag, one of the best ways to dress it up is to just do a fun ribbon. And you guys, you can go to the dollar store and get ribbon. Go to the Target dollar spot and pick up ribbon. Go to Michael's, and they usually have a really good, like Michael's or Joann's has a really good selection of, dollar ribbons. I love Stampin' Up! Ribbon because it is a lot. Like you get, most of their ribbon is 10 yards. So, it's a good amount of ribbon and it's a good quality. And then you guys know I'm matchy. So I want my ribbon to match my project. And so that's why I've gotten away from, and I got rid of when I redid this room, I purged all of my non-Stampin' Up! Ribbon just because it doesn't match. And so if I can match something, then then I would rather do that. But you guys just play with ribbon. It just is fun. Like ribbon is a great, a really, really great addition to your projects. So let's thread this through. And then let's do that same concept of a bow where we're just going to tie the loops. But this is a thinner bow. So it'll give it a different look. And with a thinner bow, maybe it's easier. You don't have to fluff it as much or kind of mess around with it as much. But, and then just bring this down under the hoop, under the little loop. So, and then just fold it, like just manipulate it, pull it a little bit and move it. And then look at how cute this is. And then it almost looks like, I'm going to leave this kind of long. And then it almost looks like that bow is the top of the tree. Yes, Daisy, our cardstock. Daisy said, off-topic question, Tina. Is the cardstock from Stampin' Up! Made in the U.S.? It absolutely is 1,000% made in the U.S. It is made at our warehouse facility in Kanab, the same place that our stamps are made. So stamps, our red rubber stamps and our photopolymer stamps are made at Kanab in Utah, and our cardstock is as well. So, I've actually been there. I'll post a picture when I'm done here. I'll try to find it. Actually, I might be able to show you guys on my iPad. Let me just go into my photos and see if I can show you guys. It was the coolest thing to go to Kanab. Where am I going? Photos and videos. It was the coolest thing to go to Kanab and see the cardstock, and I have a photo of myself standing by this massive stack of cardstock. It wasn't even cut into 8.5 by 11 at the time. Okay, let me go way, way back. Let me go to years. Oh, right here. It popped up. So, it was cut into slabs, but you can see this was basic black cardstock. Can you guys see this? Oh, don't look at how awful I look, but this was, looks probably like Old Navy. And then on the other side of the warehouse, there are shelves like this, and there's stacks and stacks of cardstock. It was incredible. It was so fun to go here and see this facility. It is probably one of the top 10 highlights of my life was going to our warehouse, and we stamped right in the warehouse. We got to see how photopolymer stamps are made. We got to see how red rubber stamps are made. And then just since it's Violet's birthday, there's my little Viley skipping in the grass with her monkey George. Let me see. You guys want to see a couple more of these photos? So here is where the red rubber stamps are made. I wonder if I have any more of the cardstock. Here's where the photopolymer stamps are made. So cool. Let me see if I can find another cardstock. Here's the ink pads are being made. They're being inked and put together. I don't know if you guys can see, and maybe I should hold it. But then there's the cardstock, and then here's the white cardstock. And then here's how it's cut. It goes into these big machines and they cut it. Isn't that so cool? Okay, let me go back to Facebook so I can see your guys' comments. Let me put you back here. Yeah, so that is so fun, right? Let this catch up because I know you guys have made a couple other comments. So just let my comments catch up. I see a couple comments on let me try to read them off my phone. Daisy said, so we won't have issues of it not being produced during COVID. No, you shouldn't. Our warehouse is back up and running. So currently, we get updates every single week about what Stampin' Up is doing for the COVID-19 situation. And currently our shipping is back to within 2 days of you placing an order, your items ship out, and they are back up to full capacity in their warehouse. When everything was first happening, they were doing half shifts. So they went down to half capacity and they were working for 4 hours, and then they would stop in between and sanitize everything. They're currently back up to full capacity, and then they have some situations where they have to stop and sanitize and clean and everything. But everything is being produced. Our stamp sets, our cardstock, all of that. So is produced right in our warehouse. Yeah. So yeah, that's a great question. Thanks, Daisy, for that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Daisy said the music from The Hunt for Red October is my husband's go-to music for soul searching. Oh gosh, I love that, you guys. That is funny. Okay, so let's take a look at the ribbons I did here. And then let me show you guys the stamp, and then I'll wrap it up for you guys. I'm just here rambling today. So here's several different ones that we did. So beautiful, right? So much fun. So there's those. And then let me show you guys the stamp set. So here's the stamp set, and it has the image. It has the stocking and the ornament and the holly and then some other things. So let me grab a piece of Whisper White. And let's stamp both of these, and then I'll do some quick watercoloring. So let's just stamp this in green. And then don't worry, I'll clean my stamps. Nobody freak out, but I'm just piling them up. And then let's stamp in red. And then let's do some with our Wink of Stella. So I'm just opening up my ink pad to get this ink on here. You just pinch your ink pad together, and that will put ink on your lid. And then I think I have ink on both of these. Nope. Okay, so here is a perfect example. There's no ink there. You're going to close it and then you're just going to pinch it. And then it puts a little bit of ink. You could also use your re-inker and drop some in there, but usually you can get enough on there. You don't need very much. And then we have a Wink of Stella, which is my preferred method to kind of watercolor. If you're using, ooh, yeah, that one's juicy. Okay. If you're using not watercolor paper, you're gonna wanna be careful, right? Can you guys see this? Yeah, I need to go higher. There we go. You're gonna need to be careful because this paper, the Whisper White, is not meant to hold a lot of moisture, but you can get away with it. Okay, so the more concentrate you pick up, you know, if you pick this ink up right here, it's going to be really dark. And what I do is I just start on one side and then I pull it out, and then that's how you're going to get a little bit of shading. So you don't have to, you know, have a master's degree in watercoloring. Just pick up that color. Again, I like to use the Wink of Stella because it gives it a little bit of shimmer. And then it also is, you have a little bit more control over your coloring. So just let it, you know, dry, and then you can come back in and add a little bit more color. Pull it out. Oops, I got outside the lines there. And then same thing over here. Just that first, when you first lay it down, it's going to have a lot of color, and then pull it out. Now, if I really wanted to get fancy, I would probably grab my cherry cobbler and add a little bit more shading, a little bit darker. But again, you can add it a little bit darker there. This is going to make it kind of faded and watercolor looking, and then it's also going to give it maybe that vintage look. So then when you come in with green, same thing. My green's a little bit more juicy. But do you see how it really starts to fade out? So just go back in, and it's okay. You can see when I pushed my ink back into that ink pad, it got a little bit of that shimmer kind of in my ink pad. And this is just a quick tip for you guys. Of course I'm careful with my ink pads, but I don't baby them. It's just an ink pad. You can clean your ink pad, you can re-ink it, and worst case scenario, it's $8 and you can buy a new one. So it's never something that I'm like terribly worried about. You know, I take care of it. I try to be kind to it, but I also want to use it to the best of my ability and and use it the most ways I can. And also, like in my classes, I never worried about if they were a little hard on my ink pads, or one time the ink got mixed. And you know what? It's not a big deal. It's an ink pad. Like, get inky. Like, get in there and ink it up and play with the ink, and don't worry. This is getting a little muddy because I stamped it in green. If I wanted to do two colors on one image, I probably would need to stamp like in black. But you guys really just, you know, have fun and ink away. And they're not as delicate as we may feel like they are. So these images are great. If you're using your Wink of Stella, you're just going to wipe it off until the color is gone and then get into your next color. Right? Pull it down. And again, I'm just being cautious. I know my Wink of Stella is wet and it's getting that paper wet. And the ink will reactivate. That's why I said I probably should have stamped it in black if I wanted to do two colors, because our ink will reactivate when it gets wet. So if I go into this ink up here with a Wink of Stella or a water brush, it's going to reactivate it. Probably would look better with silver. It would probably pop a little bit better. But you get the idea. So much you can do with this stamp set and this kit. I love it. Oh, thanks, Renee. Yeah, I just, it's totally fine. Like, this is therapy. This is, I already feel better today. Like crafting, and I love crafting with other people and just getting inky, and like, it's not a big deal. Like there's nothing to be worried about or scared about, or it's not delicate. It's an ink pad. Just, we'll buy a new one. We'll re-ink it. We'll take it to the sink. We'll wipe it off. We'll, just craft, like enjoy it. And it's good for your heart, right? It is good for our heart to dive in and craft and chat and hang out. I love it. So here's the tags, you guys. I'll pop a picture in, and I would love if you guys would share my video. It would help the situation with the YouTube. You heard my YouTube rant. It would help if you guys would share it. And if you watch my videos on YouTube, I appreciate you so much. And one thing that you can do that would be so helpful is if you could just like the video. Just click the thumbs up when you're watching the video. It helps a lot with YouTube seeing that my content is good and people are watching. And then maybe YouTube won't tell me that my content sucks and I need to do better. It is the best cure for the blues, Daisy. So thank you guys so much. Tomorrow you will see on my website my Blessed to Craft, my regular video that shows all of that. And then on Thursday, we will dive into 8 weeks of Christmas and we will start those projects. And then I'll be back next week. My next live will be on Friday. Currently in my membership group and my memory keeping group, I've been live a lot in there because we're doing 30 days of thankful. So I might pop on Friday and just show you guys, do a live and show you guys that project because I would really love to share with you. I'm mainly doing that in my membership group. We're kind of all doing it together and working through it together. Thank you so much, Kathy, for being here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will chat with you guys later. Have a great day, guys.